After enjoying the wine tasting at the Ashton Winery, we continued on our way, taking the scenic Route 62 to Berrydale, passing through the colourful and quaint towns of Ashton and Montague. We were heading for Sandy's place, our accommodation in Berrydale, where we were going to have a braai and enjoy a relaxing evening after an interesting, fun-filled day. The newly completed Ashton Arch is South Africa's first concrete-tied arch bridge, constructed using a transverse launching method. It represents a proud monument for the Western Cape Department of Transport and Public Works, the people of Ashton Montague area, and all the contractors, labourers and suppliers who were involved in the project. The department upgrades, rehabilitates and maintains provincial roads as well as national roads located in the Western Cape. The department also provides expanded public works program, work opportunities, develops emerging contractors and contributes to black economic empowerment in local communities where it undertakes projects. The new Ashton Arch Bridge is being constructed in the town of Ashton, Western Cape, on Trunk Road 31, Sections 2, start of Route 62, an important tourist destination and national road, crossing the Kochmanskloof River. The bridge replaces an existing multi-arch bridge built in 1930, which did not fulfill its functional requirements, inter alia, service life, width and hydraulic capacity. The superstructure, which was completed mid-2020, adjacent to the existing road alignment, will be launched transversely into its final position onto the adjacent recently completed substructure during August 2021, a first of its kind of construction in Africa. Ashton is a small town in the Western Cape in South Africa. The town is at the foot of the Langeberg mountain range, 10 kilometers southwest of Montague and 19 kilometers east-southeast of Robertson. It is situated in a valley known for its production of wines and fruit. Ashton is known for its canning factory, which has faced economic challenges in recent years. Ashton is also home to various tourist attractions, including vineyards and steam locomotives. It was established in 1897 on the Rudeval farm and attained municipal status in January 1956. The town was named after the first station master. Declared a monument in 1999, situated on the top of the tunnel in Kochmanskloof, 4 kilometers from Montague towards Ashton. 1899 heralded the Second Boer War and saw the construction of the English fort above Kochman's Kloof. This was built by stonemason William Robertson at a site selected by Lieutenant Colonel Sidney, Commandant of the Royal Field Artillery. The fort was garrisoned by a company of the Gordon Highlanders, who were survivors of the Machersfontein battle. They were commanded by Lieutenant Forbes. They were camped on the original road construction site below Kalkoenskrans, or Turkey Crag, the site which is now the parking area below the fort on the Montague side. Montague had 4 small rectangular forts and a smaller circular one, all of which were instrumental in causing Commandant Gideon Skeepers and his Boer commander of 300 men to avoid Montague. Strictly speaking, the well-known landmark at Kochman's Kloof is not a blockhouse, but a construction of mortared stonework which shares some features with the blockhouses. Perched on a rock high above the R62 road, 3 kilometers south of Montague, it measures 9,3 by 3,8 meters on the outside. It has a simple entrance opening at the west end and 21 wasted loopholes formed in the masonry without steel plates. The loopholes are 700 to 800 millimeters above the concrete floor, and the 400 millimeter thick stone walls reach a height of about 2 meters inside the building. Inside the fort, near the southeast corner, is a roughly circular mortared stone platform, 400 millimeters high, together with a drainage channel and a hole at the base of the adjacent east wall, which seems to indicate the presence of a water tank. About Kochman's Kloof Pass. It is the same pass of the famous tunnel, of the same name. Actually, it is more like a hole through the mountain just as one passes over the river outside Montague. It is a landmark that tells locals they are home and visitors that they have arrived in the little town. The same tunnel hewed into the rock is regarded as the window to the Little Karoo and is where Montague joins the R62. Kochman's Kloof follows the Kinga River, and the original path through here, hewed by the Khoikhoi, who named this path after a chief or clan of the area known as Kochmans, followed the riverbed. The result is that the road was more than often flooded and made virtually impassable. Nonetheless, it took the death of 12 people who were swept away and drowned along the road in 1867, roughly 150 years after the initial farms became established in the area, before a better road was built. Enter Thomas Bain, already a renowned builder of similar passes. The famous tunnel was dug using a little dynamite. Initially, the road had gone around Kalkoenskrans, as the section is known, but to follow the river in this way had already proved fatal. The final tunnel was 16 meters long and had a 5-meter high roof. Glance up at the top of the tunnel before entering, and you will see an old fort balanced on the top, constructed from the very same rocks as it surrounds. Hence, not many people see it. It was built in 1899 by the English during the Anglo-Boer War. Montague is a town in the Western Cape province of South Africa, about 180 kilometers from Cape Town in the western Little Karoo. The town is named after former Secretary of the Cape Colony, John Montague. but was once known as Agter Kochmanskloof. Kochmanskloof linking the town and the railway station. It is situated at the confluence of the Casey and Kinga rivers. Montague was founded on the farm Uitvlug in 1851 and is known for its hot mineral springs and scenic mountains. It is also an agricultural centre where orchards and vineyards are in production and local herbs are grown. The farming area Koo lies north of the town and is famous for the quality of its apples, pears, apricots and peaches. Nearby rock formations make it one of the country's major rock climbing venues. The 1,266-metre high Blopen Peak overlooks the village and offers several hiking trails, as well as kloofing and mountain biking trails further afield. Popular crag rock climbing include Legoland, the Steeple and Botkloof. Montague is near the Robertson Wine Valley and is most easily reached via the Route 62 scenic route. Berrydale is a village located on the border of the Overberg and the Klein Karoo regions of the Western Cape Province in South Africa. Named after Joseph Barry, a well-known merchant of the 19th century, it is situated on the northern end of Trudeau's Pass, which winds its way through the mountains to Swellendam. Berrydale's history dates back to the early 18th century, when farmers moved into the area looking for fertile arable land with water. The community built their church on a spot where the R62 and R324 roads meet. In the days before the church was built, there were a number of Nagmaal houses where Holy Communion could be celebrated, and a school, but not much else. The Dutch Reformed community of Berrydale came into being in 1878 when land was purchased to build the church. As the farmers in the area were encouraged to plant vineyards and orchards, it was natural that a winery and distillery would eventually be built. In 1940, the Berrydale Coöperatiewe Wijnkelder was formed and a distillery established, giving rise to the wine industry of the area. Joseph Barry brandy, produced locally, was voted best brandy in the world in 2003. Over the years, the village grew and eventually a municipality was established in 1921. Today there is an estimated population of roughly 4,200 permanent residents. The population increases dramatically in the tourist season, with visitors drawn by markets, local arts and crafts including textiles, jewelry and African souvenirs. The warm, temperate climate is perfect for the growth of various fruit trees, with numerous orchards on the fertile soils of the Trudeau Valley. Apples, pears and oranges are harvested in the winter, and crops of apricots, figs, cling peaches and grapes in the summer. Berrydale is culturally diverse for a small village, with English and Afrikaans-speaking inhabitants, as well as a substantial European expatriate community. The annual Berrydale Spring Festival in October is an important event on the town's calendar, and so are some sporting events such as marathons and cycling events. Our stay at Sandy's place was very comfortable, and it really felt like home from home. We received a friendly welcome from our host, who made sure that all our needs were catered for. Sandy's place is highly recommended as a place to stay in the lovely town of Berrydale. The Karoo Art Hotel goes beyond playing the role of gallery for an eclectic stable of local and regional artists. It is also a celebration of all the many other arts associated with a classic country hotel. The art of the bakery, the art of the kitchen, the art of the bar, the art of coffee, the art of elegant simplicity, and the art of the long stay. All 15 rooms are individual in character and are a great reflection of the owner and decorator Sue Melville's vision of what a classic Karoo bedroom should be. To me, the Karoo is all about stillness, honesty and serenity, and that's what I want in our bedrooms, along with beautiful fabrics, finishes and unexpected details, lavender sachets, real coffee, proper teapots, and sherry out of a vintage crystal glass before bedtime. There are 3 different room categories: Klein Karoo rooms, Groot Karoo rooms, and the spacious garden suite.